Prime Minister to finally come to the table on healthcare funding at this meeting?
You know, I'm very much looking forward to having a good discussion on this. I think it's time we have to get to the table and have those discussions, and so really looking forward to seeing what the other premiers are saying, but I'm pretty sure we're all on the same page, and so looking forward to having those discussions. We just came from meeting with the National Nurses Union as well, and they're certainly on board with where we're going on this as well.
Do you want a First Minister's meeting before the end of the year, before in the fall? Like, what do you hope?
As soon as possible. As soon as possible. It's overdue, and so we need to make sure this happens. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Are you feeling anything to say?
Beautiful morning. How are you?
Good. You're along with Premier Horgan and Premier Moe, you've been trying to work with the federal government on the health financing
Absolutely.
table. I mean, it doesn't seem to be moving very fast. What needs to be done to give some momentum to that?
Well, look, I think the Prime Minister and the federal cabinet understand the urgency of this. We all recognize that the pandemic exposed significant gaps in the healthcare system across the country. But if we're being honest, those gaps existed before, and they've really just revealed themselves in the current pressure. I believe the Prime Minister understands the urgency of it, but my message to everybody out there is the patient in the gurney, and when you're standing at the end, don't care who pays for it. They just want Canadian-level care. And I think it's incumbent upon all of us to ensure that they get that. So the discussions today, we're all united here, and I believe that the Prime Minister does understand the urgency, but it is now. He gave us his word that he would discuss this after the pandemic was over. No one's saying the pandemic is fully over, but I think we can all accept that it's matured to a point where we can have these kind of discussions at this point in time.
Right. If you can have a Premier's meeting, does that mean you can have a First Minister's meeting on that?
Absolutely, and I look forward to it.
Do you think we'll get one before the end of this year?
I hope so. We all hope so.
We got a couple of comments from you, sir? Just are you confident? Do you think anything's changed with the federal government in terms of getting a meeting, getting some progress on healthcare funding?
Yeah, I most certainly hope so. This is in the best interests of provincially and territorially delivered healthcare services across this nation. It's in the best interests of Canadians, and so I know the unanimous ask will continue to be there on behalf of all premiers, and we're hopeful that we'll be able to sit down with the federal government sooner rather than later, and work our way through improving healthcare delivery for the people that we collectively represent in this room, which is all Canadians, which the federal government represents as well.
You,
so
along
hopeful.
with Premiers Horgan and Premier Furey, are part of the Premier's table, working with them on this. Have you gotten any indication whether you can get a meeting with the Finance Minister on this, whether you can have something soon? Have they given you any indication?
Shouldn't be too hard for the all of the premiers in the nation to get a meeting, not only with the Finance Minister, Deputy Premier, but also the Deputy Prime Minister as well as the Prime Minister. So I'm hopeful we'll get that sooner rather than later. And the reason I'm hopeful is this is in the best interest of all Canadians, and so I think we'll find our way there.
Do you ever feel like you're banging your head against the wall? You're making the same demand over and over again, and you're getting the same response?
Well, I think that's politics, right, to some degree. But this is larger than politics. This is, about ensuring a sustainable healthcare system, not just today, but into the decades ahead.
Thanks.